Alright, time for round 2, day 2, final day of champion meeting for October sprint. Yeah, like, I have not been very lucky with the inheritance events. I have not been able to retrain any. That sucks too, because I spent an extra day trying to train like a perfect bamboo memory. But yeah, I mean, since the deck doesn't have all the acceleration from cards, I have to rely on the parent inheritance. It just didn't work out, so it is what it is. Hopefully next month will go better. Next month is League of Heroes though, so it's like it's not as big a deal because it's not easier to reach the maximum reward because you don't have to win, you just have to get points. So if you do good enough, you can get like Platinum 4 without much hassle, honestly. Hopefully streaming earlier in the day makes the connection a little better. OBS looks like it's not doing too well right now. So that sucks. It's possible the opponents are weaker right before reset as well. I think all the YouTubers are done doing their videos too. The JP tubers. Let's see, UB3 regular Ruby 6300 doesn't have the perfect deck. Ruby can't even use the perfect deck, but like the rental is kind of awkward because you can rent the Asian Flash card. This one looks a bit... Okay, so this guy's opting for less gold skills. This seeking the pro, because normally you bring the daring tech, but he wants all the accel from the Ruby card, which I understand. I still feel the... I guess I'm just being greedy. We want everything. But you know, you need a lot of luck and time to do that. 6100 skill points, UB4, regular Chaos Miracle. The Pacer decks can't really get much stronger than that. How many skill points? 65. So that guy is pretty strong. I think this guy didn't really train for this track beginning of well, close early half of last month, 5800 skill points. Not that much, not even S distance. This distance on the UB1, Valentine Machan has to borrow the Taku card, also 55. Also early half last month. This was from August, so it's only the other guy who doesn't have the perfect deck. He's the only opponent. Yeah, character-wise, I definitely have the upper hand, but yeah, it's like I don't know, I didn't take a look at the team composition. It might be okay. But then we have runners from the guy who's like not as competitive, and then the more competitive player I think has 2 cases as well in the Daichi Ruby. So it might be like a regular spread, or is it maybe like 4? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front. They start on Biko. Okay, it's like 3 frontliners, that's okay. Actually, it should be 4 in the front. So this positioning is fine. They start on Ruby is bad, but the positioning is good for all the other soldiers. And now we're entering the no pass zone. I think the reason why Gran Alegria is pretty good is because like he gets the ult right around where the no pass zone ends, I think. Still though, we have like a bad position for accelerating because we don't have any 6th position ourselves. We need to get to like 4th position. Oh no, is this going to be another acceleration issue? We'll get the guts competition. And then the Daichi Ruby might be winning here. Just because of it has a better go to cell. Okay, pretty lucky. Yeah, I don't know why, for whatever reason, I didn't think about being in 6th position as a soldier. It's like so common, but we just haven't really used Medieval Ryan's ultimate in such a long time. It just slipped my mind. Yeah, it's because we haven't really done short champion meeting in such a long time. All of them, it's been like medium distance champion meetings. And all the soldiers for medium distance are so strong in the middle leg that they can get into the 3rd and 4th position pretty reliably by the time they need to accelerate. I think this is like the 2nd track we had a no pass zone, and the no pass zone location is like really awful for the soldiers and the closers. I guess it's more awful for the soldiers since they need to actually pull up, but they're not allowed to pass anyone. So like I think that like around like half of the middle leg they can't really even pull up. See, the rondo S distance using concentration rental. That's interesting. 60, just under 6,400 skill points. Bamboo 32% win rate. S distance really high. Top speed. Okay, these are all Highlander decks. 6666 skill points. It's still interesting that this guy doesn't have Nishino acceleration. Or maybe he's just not expecting to be able to. I guess for Bamboo it kind of makes sense. Kind of just want everything. And then we see for Gran Alegria he does have it. So he did think about the positioning and style. Has a mild skills for some reason. He just couldn't buy enough skills. He has like the perfect deck though. Interesting, 6,300 skill points. I think the other guy is probably not competitive because the character choice. We never know, but no S distance, not really competitive. 6,488 is pretty good. Without the S distance, it's just still like a lot weaker. This one was made in August, so yeah, this guy doesn't look like he really tried this month. The S distance is so important. Yeah, it's like the rental is like, guys, is it not? I don't know. It's not a serious player, at least for PvP. Maybe like a rank chaser, just like high rank, high value character, maybe. No, they thought that's good. I think it's all soldiers and one closer in this race. And this is like kind of bad for my positioning. Being 1st and 2nd as a soldier is awful. Why is everyone? At least Gran Alegria is now in a good spot. This is so ugly. But I guess for Bamboo being in 2nd last, we do get the acceleration from Nishino, but we don't have the 6th position acceleration skill. Is Gran Alegria being blocked? I don't even. Where's my arrows? Wait, where are my arrows? I guess we're losing. I don't even know who my character is. Wait a second. Yeah, there's no option for that. Where's the arrow? I guess it bugged out. We lose to the closer. Yeah, because the positioning was so bad. Like Biko and Bamboo in the front trigger, no skills. And then Gran Alegria gets her ultimate, but I think she didn't get. I think she got blocked by someone. I couldn't tell who she was because of the display. The indicator for my team wasn't there. Where is who is who? Oh, there's like 2 speed debuffers in this race, and all soldiers as well. Looks like a pretty strange looking debuffer. It's a recent one too. I don't know why they bought so many gold skills. Because you might whiff on the debuff if you do that. Let's see, UV7 11.4% win rate. Must be missing acceleration skills. Has the initial one. Let's see, 6663 skill points. And then the Gran Alegria is 34.1 or 34.3. So the win rate for this guy's not very high with the debuffers. I wonder if there was like another character that was running. 35 is a lot of races though. But it does look like they didn't. Like they missed a day maybe? Okay, we should be at like 60 races already. That's strange. See the other debuffer also maybe beginning of the year. Is this more? Yeah, you don't really want to buy extra gold skills in case you get them to trigger from the gold ship skill instead of your actual skill you actually want. 72% win rate with no S distance. We might actually lose because of the debuff too. What is it? It's a triple debuffer? Oh my god. Double speed debuff, no S distance, higher win rate than I am. What the F? It's so funny. Ugh. We might lose to the other team with the single debuff for them. So we have like S distance and like the two top tier soldier characters. Okay. Let's see what the positioning works out. We don't want a bad positioning. We don't want to be too far forward. It's okay. I wonder if with the horrible debuff they're actually gonna have an issue here. We don't want Gran Alegria to be third. Second. You need her to fall back. Biko and Bamboo is first? That's awful. Why is my team always the most in front? Like the ultimate at least. I think we might still get an ultimate for well, we're at least gonna get the acceleration program. We're gonna get ultimate for other characters though. Is any speed debuffs? Get the ultimate for new memory. So one speed debuff. Good. Hey. There might have been another speed debuff, but it was like I only saw one. So like the mile debuff from. Is it the one of the grass wonder? So that one doesn't even have it. I think it was the grass wonder, but I'm already forgetting. Did I see another Biko? I looked away for a second. So everyone has bad mood according to these character expressions. Alright, there's a Biko here. 5.5 win rate, no S distance, 5800 skill points. That's a weaker deck. S speed, S power, using a high on the deck still. The guts is really low. 6,000 skill points. Gran Alegria, UA, yeah, same deck. D9. So he has like a very old deck. This from last scenario. Looks like this guy might have skipped the entire the desert island. Yeah, he might have skipped the entire 4 months because this is like no character, no new things for 4 months. UB3, Valentine, Machan, 40% win rate, 6200. He's a runner. That looks fine. Biko, no wins, UB7, really high top speed. Guts is a little bit lower. 6610. He's like missing skills to buy, so you have like some useless greens. Because the Amaya group doesn't give you much. No goat skills too. He might be missing acceleration as well. No S distance on this Daichi Ruby 6400. So both teams is like a mix of. I think like they all have like one good character, then one like lacking character. Because I think both of them lack like one of them have like an. Each player has one character who has like a non-S distance. There's a ton of Bikos in this race. Positioning is. It's as long as Gran Alegria is not in like 2 and 3, it's good. I think the other two suffer a bit because you don't trigger certain skills, but you still they do better when they're more 4-4 because they're like late accelerate. I know late accel characters anyways. So you don't have to worry about not making up the distance because they're already. We should get the Nishino accelerations for everyone except Biko. Get the guts competition. Ultimate for Bamboo. We might get ultimate for Biko. Or not. I guess she doesn't guts compete. At the very end. Oh, okay, I suppose you can't guts compete with someone who already guts competed. Because I think Bamboo got competed with somebody, and it wasn't Biko. And then Biko got hurt really late when the race ended. Yeah, we might actually be catching slightly weaker people here. Yeah, never know. I mean, there was like a triple debuff setup, but they were like not super scary. 52% win rate, UV7. I think their stats are all pretty crazy, pretty maxed out. It's the perfect deck. 6,700 skill points. This is probably a scary opponent now that I've been asking where they are. Okay, rinse the Durondo card and not Green Journey. That's interesting. Good for a higher deck, but the stamina is really low. Power is suffering as well. 6,200 is average. It's a debuffer though. This debuffer's been there the whole time. What year was it made? This last month. This is like a more properly built debuffer. You want as much red as possible and only 2 golds, so the gold ship skill can't whiff on like a bad skill. And everything else doesn't matter really. I mean, getting speed skills is okay, but the core is the red skills and the golds along with the gold swimsuit gold ship skill. So this Chaos Miracle has S distance but is from July. Casting Light O also might be from July. Okay, it's from the beginning of last month, like 6,000 skill points. No S distance. I feel like that one with that deck probably could be trained a little better. UB4, Sekim Pro, S power, S speed. Beginning of last month, 6,200 is pretty average. I think it's the double, it's a debuff team, right? It's the Bamboo plus the Rondo and the Grass Wonder. That one might be scary. I got to pay attention to the parents, but the deck I feel like is more important. Parents generally is very easy because borrow. Somehow Bamboo is super far up, gets face down loaded. We into the no pass zone now. Get the panic on Gran Alegria, which is good for position to get the ultimate. All of our soldiers are in the 4, 5, 6 position. The Rondo is very close and very scary. Because you don't really want the closers to be that close to you because they have the best performance in the final leg. The Rondo is Is she falling behind? She might be starting to... Oh, she is. Well, we might be losing. Okay, suddenly Gran Alegria went for 6th place to 1st. I don't know how she did that. I feel like Biko is actually... I think if there wasn't the no pass zone, Biko would be a lot stronger. Cause like the no pass zone lasts for like I think almost half of the middle lane, and then what happens is there's a lot of like middle lane skills you activate during the no pass zone, and it's all wasted because you can't pass anyone. You get all that gold speed skill, and then you're just stuck in the same position. And then like certain other characters might have like different timing on the skills, which is like the second half of the middle leg skills. Those are like would be much better on this track. I don't know if we really have those skills for the dance. I feel like we don't. But I think a lot of those are like middle. You know, there's like a few like pacer style skills like that. Because you know, I was like, because all of the medium races we've been doing. That's why I've been paying attention to that more for medium distance, and that was like for Gentle Donna and Still in Love and Loves Only You. When you have to choose from like certain skills, you're always choosing between like the activation timing, the duration, and the strength, right? So anything that's a 2.4, you might not want to get a 3-second skill. Or if the timing of the skill, is better at a certain timing. If you need to be closer to the front, you want the speed skill a little earlier, I think. And then the second half middle leg speed skills might be better for the people who are more in the back. Because it's all about the position requirements for Smith. Like because a lot of the ones you can give to Biko is like just random timing. It's not like first half, second half, middle leg. Because it's random, you kind of just rolling the dice. And I think the dice rolls are not favorable for her. If you waste maybe like 3 or 4 gold skills in the middle leg. I can't remember what the new Ruby card gives as the gold. That one might be a good timing for this track. But since I stopped using it, I don't remember what. Let's see, the Lucian, she's a mild character. All the awakening skills are better on mild. Middle of this month, 6,300 skill points. I think this is as good a deck as you can really bring for Pacers. Nor Light. Around the same timing, 6,300. You have a few Pacers here. Chiona O. 6,300. Same timing. So this guy finished his Pacer team around the same time. UB8. Gran Alegria, 6541. Made 3 days ago, has the perfect deck. This must be the same for the other ones. 23.3 goes for. Yeah, I'm assuming they go for the reason why you wouldn't use Asian Flash over Seeking the Pros because your parents don't give you turning points. And you get that from that card. But I would just get a turning point parry, which I did for this. I did do that for this one. So then I could just, not worry about having the card. But I couldn't get the other skill. It's called the Mighty League. Maybe I should have looked for an even stronger parent. But people only started putting out really good parents closer to the CM starting. So a lot of the early parent training feels wasted. They start on Gran Alegria. It's probably not good in this setup because we actually have 3 paces in the front. Then we are dealing with really strong soldier opponents, so her being in the back is really bad. I also can't see the arrows for anyone. So what is going on? Where are the arrows? There were arrows in some races. I think it was just like a bug that happens sometimes. Oh, okay. I don't know who's who. No, Gran Alegria in the back. There's only one Biko, so which is okay. That is my bamboo on the outer corner. Okay. Yeah, it should be though. We get the ultimate, we do. Can we beat King Halo at this timing? I forgot what King Halo is. Okay, we do get the Guts competition. Nope. It is a strong team. Yeah, at least it's so bad on short distance. Where is what's the setting for the markers? Why do I not see anything? This is opponent skill activation, commentary. This is super cut in. This is the crowd type. And yeah, what's the indicators, dude? It just actually bugs out. Yeah, like it's so unfortunate that my builds are not as good as I want them to be, because for that race, if Biko had the major acceleration, she was actually in the position to trigger it. So we are losing a lot of distance just for not having like one single skill. The acceleration is so important, especially on short distance, because you almost can't reach your top speed at all normally because the race is so short. There's not enough time to accelerate. You need all the acceleration and you're dead. UB1, no S distance, Gran Alegria, Minecraft, no S distance, 61, skill points is average. The other one have like less skill points. Nishino, no S distance, 6000 is a bit lower. This is a runner, Bakshing, 653, has to use some pretty old cards. But this guy looks like he skipped the entire design your islands and then yeah, so he played it, but he didn't pull for anything from 56 something skill points on that. Right shower, and then UB6. Having to borrow the friend card is so sad if you don't keep up with the other cards. If you pull out the other cards, you can borrow the scenario card, no problem. And you know, arguably it is better to not pull the scenario card because they have limited shelf life. Double A start, that's bad. There's like so many frontliners too. Well, we'll see. We'll get a bunch of activations for Biko right before the no-pass zone. Biko's actually like on the outside, so it's not even no passing. She's already overtaking, so there's no overtake timing. Okay, it was a Nishino and the Minecraft overlap. There's only 3 people in front. Why am I in 2? I didn't see that correctly. Biko in an okay position. She's gonna get the Nishino accel maybe. Yeah, she did get it. The Guts competition. Bamboo did appear though, I don't know how. Get the ultimate for Bamboo. Not Bamboo, for Biko. I don't know if Bamboo's gonna get it. I don't even need your ultimate. What the heck? All they need was that Guts competition. I'm like thinking about it right now, like maybe I should have changed my parent setup around. I went for like a Ryan parent over the King Halo parent. Because the King Halo acceleration is late. But I don't know why, it just didn't cross my mind that we would face any paces and because it's all like soldier on the brain for this month because they're like so strong. King Halo UB7 17.3 6653. That's the perfect deck, but the Rento is like a 1-star. Why would you do that? Rento like a next on cam. Okay, Wedding Kuran should be a pacer, right? Yep, you are went to borrow the custom light O, I guess for double goals over the God's Kuran. Wait, she can't use Kuran. Never mind. Solamente borrowing a Green Journey Nixon 67 S distance. Okay, those. So the King Halo is the only confusing one. The other two look fine. Just from the deck. I don't know what the build is. We'll look at the build if we lose. Marozen is the wrong rental. She doesn't work here. What's the deck? Yeah, I guess it's not bad. Because like, I think Nishino is better than Ardam, even though Ardam gives more skill points. But the gold skill is way better on Nishino Flower. Another Rondo barring Kuran for the... You really want concentration on a closer? Why not just borrow stake gold? Let's see. UB5, Gran Alegria. So this guy doesn't have acceleration. You look below win rate, 8.9. 30%, that's a new character. 21% on the Marazinski O to believe. I don't know about that guy. I think the other opponent was better. Like, just the impression. Late Storm, Gran Alegria, hate to see it. At least there are some frontliners. Biko in 3rd place. She stays there, we're in a very good spot. Gran Alegria does pull to 6th place. We still cannot see our characters again. That's weird. I think last race we could see. Well, has it been off this whole time? That can't be right. We are outside of the no-pad zone now, so the other Gran Alegria should trigger her ult. Sentai Mind does. We might lose position to her. Looks like we kind of won now. We're closer to the fence, so that's really good. Well, Gran Alegria is also in position for the competition on what the heck? Please do. I think my Gran Alegria was first before we had a cut in. I think that's not mine. Like, I mean, the bamboo is not mine. I think the Gran Alegria is mine. What the heck? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. I can't tell what's happening. What happened to the Durando? Okay, no acceleration parents. Okay. Is that the... Oh, that's the questionable player. So the better player does have the acceleration, but paces are not as strong. What is your... You have a later acceleration for Team Halo. That might be a no measurable issue, maybe? Yeah, and then this problem is that this one doesn't have flower. You can't skimp on the acceleration. I don't think Blue Ruby's ultimate is acceleration either. I think that's a speed skill, yeah. So I don't know for the future, like for other tracks, having a slightly late acceleration has always been okay. So you know, you feel like 30 meters late to accel, like you know the King Halo cheerleader, or like you know the closer accels, or just a little late on this track. But short distance is like you cannot even spare 30 meters. It seems like. So I made a misjudgment on the accel timing. The skills to win. UB9 7000 is impressive, and no S distance. Another 6694 is pretty good. This looks like it's a Soju. Am I wrong? It is a Soju. It doesn't have dealing tech, so it's missing a gold skill. It's quite the same deck for the Gran Alegria. It is 6892 is really high skill point, 29.3. I think that's the ace for that team. Wow, well, King Hero actually has some wins. Seeing the pros win rate's higher than I expected. It's pretty close to the Gran Alegria. 5820 is really low skill points. Highlander decks what they made. It was made 3 days ago. So it's like it's the problem with the Highlander deck. I think skill points is harder to get because you only have single rainbows. Having double rainbows makes it a little easier to pull skills up, the skill points up, and you want lacking a good island ticket turn. This is not from this August Biko, so not really trained for the track. This might be out of date. No, this is okay. So that guy, I think he's just missing cards. He might not be as serious a player. 6170 is actually pretty okay. Yeah, it looks like we skipped 4 months of the game as well from the deck. That's insane. How do you... Yeah, it looks like he skipped 4 months. 0 star, stay gold. Well, he got like ultra unlucky in his spark. Or maybe he didn't spark. Because well, if you're a spender, you probably would just spend. If you're a free-to-play player, you get very unlucky. Your like career, PvP career is halted for a few months. You have to build back the crystal count. Bamboo is probably Danzo. The other two are in very okay position. Suddenly, the Gran Alegria is in a bad position. We have the markers. What the fuck? What? Is it every other race? At least he's seeking the pro. That's a soldier, right? He's really pulling up. What happened to the no pass zone? I guess it's so good for Gran Alegria. We do need the other soldier being so far up is scary. We are closer to the gate than the King Halo. But we are in a very bad position for accelerator. Gran Alegria suddenly pushes to the front from the Gods competition. Are we going to lose to the ultimate from King Halo? We don't have the second half of Gran Alegria. Her character is like crazy. This character is like crazy strong. I mean, this is not even her best track type. I think on mile races she's even crazier. Yeah, but I didn't have her during the month she came out, and it was like a mile track where she like. You see all the time. I don't remember if I lost her that often because I Bamboo memory is like insane also. She might have saved me from that track. Well, I'm just entirely forgetting. Because generally someone Bamboo is I've just been carrying for such a long. I think it's been 2 years now and she's still like one of the best characters in the short distance. I think her evolution skills make it usable for mile. Okay, that's just a for a soldier skill. Okay, I'm just a liar. No, she's just short distance. I must have been using Taiki for the mile and stuff then. I can't remember. Best distance UB3, Daichi Ruby 5300. This is a ancient deck, but he at least is playing in the right. Like design your island, because we do have Towerful Cross. We've been unlucky with the gacha S distance UB4 Kuro. Has to borrow Tucker, so your choices are a lot weaker. He looks like didn't pull at all for Stay Gold, while he just got freaking lucky during the Stay Gold anniversary. It's anniversary. It's like it's the time to pull. The game is like, hey, look at all these freebies, all these crystals, come play. What they're doing, I want you to come play the game. That's the time to pull. Okay, so this other bet has even less uncapped stuff. So hit a UB2 with like almost a fully not uncapped setup. That's kind of impressive. And you see 9 is probably what you expect from the deck power, because it could go no skill points, no rest distance. This one does have rest distance. 22.2, 30.2. 15.6 current. So this guy has all the cards. If he can max all of these, he will be amazing. That guy, like, he wants to accelerate his time. He needs to buy the battle pass. What this? I think it's called battle pass, whatever it is. Yeah, it's like you play for like 30 days, you get stuff like the battle pass design. You get more uncapped crystal shards from it, so you accelerate your uncapped crystal. Like, that guy did that. He has all the cards. Positions are good. I forgot to look at how many positions. There's 3 frontliners. We're in a good position. There's no way we can be too far forward. Those is actually in the back. Manhattan Cafe has no edge distance. It's a long distance for everyone. The guy in Mario has no characters to you. That's why you bring a closer that's out of like out of the optimal. Very good positioning for Gran Alegria. Probably carrying this race. Everyone else felt that. Looks like we might be losing entirely unless she does something. Oh my god, I think she did it. That was so scary because he was like kind of far in the back for a lot of that time. I mean, the guts acceleration, the guts competition was pushing acceleration to the front though. And it looked like she was getting other accel skills, which because of short distance probably was what we needed to get to the top speed of the last foot. Because I think I saw turning point kind of late. They restricted it earlier. And she got her second half of her ultimate. Okay, never mind. It's both mile and short distance. That was only a mile. So she gets like the really strong. Yeah, okay. She just does good on both tracks. It's not just mile. Yeah, like what I was saying, like her ultimate, the second half and the first half are like roughly equal strength. I think they're both like current speed skills for 3 seconds, because normally ults are like 6 seconds total on average. But some people have like split ults, so they get like first half 3 seconds, second half 3 seconds. So if it gets like a 3 second no lag current speed, I think it's the golden strength, and she gets another 3 second next. Like, it's really good timing for her surgeon, that's why she's like super strong. And like level memory is technically more explosive. She should be doing better, but I mean short distance is pretty rare. And it's all about positioning. If I had Metro Orion on Bamboo memory, it probably would make her way more stable. Right now she only has the ruby white accel, which is okay. You can't trigger if you're too far forward. You just need more acceleration. It's just not enough. I think in 4th position you can get both Nishino and the ruby one, which gives you a plate 4, which is pretty pretty nice. I think like sprint turbo is what's it called? I think sprint turbo is not as consistent on this track, even though it's a nice 3 second acceleration skill. Alright. Halfway through the races, doing 4-1-4-1. Pretty good. It might just be the time we're queuing in. We're like dodging all the try-on. It's almost reset time in less than 2 hours. Still, it's like it's part of the game, the matchmaking. See some UC2s. So it's like not as satisfying as this boxing UC2. Back in is this guy even trying at all? 2v3. This one was from a couple of days ago, 2 or 3 days. HP 130 is pretty average. As to borrow Taco, so he's in this is a bad spot. But he has the newer cards. He doesn't have the because you can't really use Almo Cross. One of the ghost skills is not good because you want to be in the front for a peso. Stay gold is fine. There's a random timing for the speed. I don't think you can get a better deck than that, honestly. With double power. See, did the other one have double power as well? I just missed it. Oh, it did. I guess what other speed skill would you use, alright? Yeah, we don't really use any of the speed skill because the Durament is covered by Stay Gold, Condor, and Peter Sun's covered by Almond Eye. Still in Love doesn't work at all. There's no gold skill to take. 181 skill points. This guy I think might be the best deck for Pacers. Pacers was in a bad spot. Oh, there's other players using event Taitaku Helios. What does she even give as a gold skill? This one? What? That's so fun. Yeah, that's for a run though. It doesn't really work. 6,000. You have no. What is this build? Why would you borrow? What S this thing? This is even trained for this track. Looks like this is bad. Okay. No Estes on the King Halo. C123. This guy did not try at all for this one. S distance on the Mika's Miracle. He's just using. He doesn't have wisdom cards. He might be only. Mayagu might be the only card he has. Might be a new. No, his rank is really high. Am I even that high? That ranking? What the hell am I looking at? Is he sandbagging? They start. Oh, it's not. You have 3 frontline or frontline. But at least what didn't seem to affect battle memory at all. Kills. That's only. No, it's okay. Panic. Back up. 花を奪っていったのは桜爆心号2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのはカレンさらには6番 KS ミラク少し後ろから2番 Biko wasn't trying to overtake, he was already on the outside. He kind of got stopped in front of the end of the Lopez zone. He's to the front. We want to running more on the outside. That's bad. Like, we're so far out of the I think we lost to the positioning in the double. Man, those are not strong enough. Just short distance. I mean, other tracks, the late start wouldn't be as You don't have edge distance? Oh, at least you do. Okay, at least the guy who won is the guy I was saying I think might be bringing the strongest decks even though the additional is not maxed out. The other guy didn't even try. Man, the double late start? Come on. Can't do anything to prevent it in terms of stats. You have to bring concentration to really reduce it. Because like focus, the white version concentration is like barely makes a difference in terms when you like look at the stats. Yeah, the thing about focus and concentration. Concentration is actually good. I just hate that skill because unless your character brings it already, getting it from a card just feels so lacking. I'd rather just have more like speed skills and stuff personally. But like focus, the white version of concentration is like a lot weaker. Look at the stats breakdown. It was like one more tuber who covered like I thought you should bring. I think it was like couple months ago. Maybe even longer ago, but like the stats on focus is not very good. It's like barely any better than not having it. It is slightly better, but in terms of like the actual numbers, it comes out to like, you know, barely any different, like arguably. Let's see, so this is a... This player has no cards, last month. And no S distance, so you don't really have anything. Like a new player, I think, just started playing. Yeah, like, it's funny because you see like Still in Love and All Over and what's it called, El Shakur Stamina, like those are a strong card, but everything else is like, what happened? This other player, no S distance either, 6200, has his own Western Light O. Did not, okay, I guess he didn't pull a 3-star attacker, has like maxed out Stego, 3-star Tamo. All of these guys, no S distance, S speed, S power, S intelligence, distance less than 6000 skill points. Missing cards, okay, we're not lose this. I think it's like 6 frontliners and I'm the only backline. Oh, there is a King Halo. No, there's a Daichi Ruby. No late start, that's good. Have the indicators again. I really don't want to lose to these long S distance characters, but we could if our situation is lacking because of our positioning is too far behind due to the team composition. So I didn't bring enough consideration for people who are stuck in that. Only brought considerations for the middle distance character. That's why Gran Alegria is like, I think, doing better. I think he's probably gonna have the higher win rate at the end over Bamboo. Bamboo kind of needed the 6th position more in back. So. Same with Biko. We should be in a very good spot for Gran Alegria. We get all of the acceleration, I think. With the God's competition. Once we trigger the second half of our ult, this is gonna win for free. And then the other soldiers are just nowhere close, just because they don't get us. The only reason why Gran Alegria is doing so well is because the ultimate helps move her up. And it happens, I think, right after the no pass zone ends. So it pushes her closer to the 3rd and 4th position so that she gets the acceleration from the mission. Yeah, those are some scary looking ranks. These are all UAs, 29.3 as power, high top speed. Stats are the stamina is so high with no stamina cards. Perfect deck, 6387 is pretty slightly above average, I guess. 6666 on this one. Skill points. This team looks scary, just from like quick observation. Oh, another Durando with concentration. Yeah, but he has his own Narita Taishin, his own Dream Journey, and his own Duramente. That's the Taka and Momo. I was like, why the concentration over Almond Eye? I assume that if you want to win at all, you probably can't late start as a closer on a short distance track. But I feel like, yeah, I wanted to say like just get more speed skills, but the no pass zone makes it not useful anyway. So it's like such a weird track for Duramente. Not Duramente, for Durando. UB8, Bakshin, top speed's kind of low, 61, 86. Yeah, it's like 1785 is not right. You want 1870 something. Gotta reverse to 7 and 8. No S distance on the Valentine Machan. UB4, King Halo has the S distance. This is a very strange borrow. Like, why not borrow Daring Tact, like a top tier card over when was this made? It was pretty recent. Doesn't make sense, but yeah, the scary team is the the Durando team. 2 frontliners. Positioning might. No, positioning would be fine. Getting third place is fine. That's the only time I have a cell. They start on Bamboo, so she's dead. The Durando is so far forward. The concentration kicking in, I guess. Are we gonna get a pace down mode on her? Looks like we're not. Oh no, that Durando's gonna be super scary then. Gran Alegria is locked behind the Durando. Get ultimate though. Can we pass her though? We're not passing her. That's super scary. Are these Biko's in a good spot? We're like really close to the what's it called? Gran Alegria still pushes through. Ultimate for Bamboo. Ultimate might be able to, Bamboo might be able to win this with the ultimate just because competition. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So how do we win? Man, we even swept them. We even had a late start. I even said Bamboo is Dunzo, but she's not. Take a look at the opponent. Maybe they don't have acceleration, even though they have like the perfect deck. That's strange. The perfect deck gives you 3 of the required accel skills. What happened to these players? This Durando even ran super far ahead. So you have, yeah, both anabolic and the King Halo skill. Right, but you don't have the Ruby accelerations. You don't have heat up either. I think that comes from the Durando card. You have to get it from parents. So you're missing a short distance accel 4 closes. This one has some unusable skills on this Gran Alegria. Nishino ult doesn't have the Ryan. Turning point is there. Yeah, you should have all of that. So you have anabolic, but not Nishino. I think she needs both. And they usually forgo the King Halo. The King Halo, I think, hasn't really. Maybe it makes a difference. I just can't tell. Because it's late. It happens late. And then I think you do need to be like 4-4 behind. So if you're. Is that true? I'm gonna have to look at it later. Because, like, what could be happening is that if the timing is position based, which I don't remember if it is. It might be awful if you're like starting from Nishino and you just disable the ability to use the King Halo. Oh, let's take a look. It would say on the flavor text that there is such a requirement for positions. So if you don't panic, you get it. Okay, there's no. Why does she keep? I was like, wait, why does King Halo keep having the no panic thing? Okay, we have a Autumnware Chaos Miracle. She has no Estes, but she's a buff though. Does have a very interesting deck. To bring Wedding Machan for concentration. That card is like very weak in terms of stats. And then you have Curran for the accel. I think you just give up concentration if you can't afford it. I think it's not worth it to make your character weaker just for it. You must have like no skill points, right? 54 is like 1,000 less than some of the other people have been seeing. Bakshin UB 0. This guy has no cards. Made in September. Yeah, he has no cards. What's your trainer rank? 190. What is my rank? I think I'll look after this. Let's see, S Power SP 63. That's a strange deck. A borrow choice. Why would you borrow Ruby? You're not, unless you're running her as a. Wow, the wedding current is a soldier. Okay, that makes perfect sense then. Don't know if she's actually good as a soldier. Believe has to be a pacer though. Yeah, you even have to work hard. Borrowing the. Why would you borrow McQueen over wedding current? Because you need all the acceleration too. She does come with like a bunch of the accels from her secret events, but it's just surprising you don't bring like, because the other pacers bring that card. It's like required because you get the gold accel and you need all the accel you can get. I think it's the only gold accel for short distance right now too. So it's like you have that advantage of like a skill that no one else can get, but you don't use the advantage. But this Dantsu Flame's win rate is really high. The heck, 30 something more than the believe. What, the Dantsu Flame is the skill? What? Hope we don't lose to that. She's a medium distance focused character. Some of that stuff is like some got medium. Oh no, I have a late start. There's a lot of frontliners too. Oh my god, there's like 4? That's even worse. I think at least the buffer is not on the Dantsu Flame. Oh, Gran Alegria is super dead. Can Bamboo pull this one off? Maybe Biko will do like an upside victory. Are we still in the no pass zone? Okay, we finally passed it. We wasted like 4 seconds on skill. On Biko. Feels bad. Biko is closer. That's good. We got the power acceleration. I think we hit the acceleration for that. Oh, we're gonna lose to Dantsu Flame, I think. Bamboo's too far out and it's on the outside. They're so far! What the fuck? What the hell? Oh my god, I cannot believe we lost to a Dantsu Flame. What is this shit, dude? Okay, it's the believe that's the other one. S speed, S power. Get a screenshot of this. What happened? Double speed. Has the long duration acceleration for Valentine. Is that how Valentine Yamanin Zephyr works? I think I'm thinking of the original. You have debuffs? This guy. Yeah, I actually brought debuffs on all the. Well, I tried to bring on the parents. They never triggered. Actually, I don't think I rolled parents with debuffs anyway. There's a lot of skills. Whatever, it's fine. It's on video anyways. So you have. You still have Tomomo. You bring the Tomomo, both gold? I think you didn't. What the hell is that? That must be from Cast on Light only. Okay, so you're like missing a gold from Tomomo because you can't use it anyways. What the heck, Dantsu Flame? Got that. The win rate's so high, dude. She came out like right before the CM, but I don't remember seeing anyone mention using her. She's like medium distance focus character. Is her ult good or something for short distance stuff? 6,000 skill points. He's missing cards. It's like we have stay gold, but you have to borrow Taku, so you're like in a very bad spot. Otherwise, you don't have the new Ruby coin, and you don't have the daring tech. You're missing so much as a soldier player. If you have to you can't borrow at least one of them. Like me, I can borrow one of them. I can like make it two. But not having either, I'd say they don't have Taku at all. 58, 70, what's distance? As regular Chaos Miracle, so not the buffer one, BB2. Deck is pretty okay, I guess, even though he has no wit card too. There's a way to play no wit. I don't think he can do it with the rare Taku. So this current might be the strongest. 23, 15, 20. Yep, Mr. Carry. I don't remember the other guy. 12. 0, what? 0? And the S distance. 16. Okay. The current is the scariest. Surprising. Yeah, but then again, that's flame race. There was like 5 frontliners. We couldn't get into position. Technically, Biko in a good position, but I guess she didn't accelerate enough. Maybe she didn't get speed carry over. Oh well, it happened. But distance is like, there's no point trying to be too worried about it. You can't control that. We're in the no pass zone, but yeah, you see the two soldiers trying to pass Sikin the Pro. I think technically Biko is already past her, or is it not overtaking? So we're getting our next different definition. You're like just next to someone who's trying to pass. She does have in a good position to accelerate. She drops it. I guess Gran Alegria takes it. I guess the Gus comes in. So Gran Alegria should have the second half of the ult, which she should win. Man, I can't believe this one skill. Like not having Ryan ult is fine. It took an extra day to retrain, and they don't have. I think today's record is still better than yesterday, but like, I think the quality of opponents is not as scary. I can't recall exactly, but it was all good yesterday. I feel like we did beat some people with the perfect deck today. I think the parents were messed up. Oh well, there's a bit of luck involved. If I win finals, I'll be very surprised. I guess is all I can We put the last ticket. What trainer rank am I? I'm only 170. No, wait, is that right? Oh, I'm only 170. What the hell? I don't know how to tell how old a player is then. Then again, like I don't do a lot of like the milestone stuff. I only train for CM. So there's a lot of characters I have, I don't know their stories, and that raises your like, I only choose characters that, you know, PvP to train. And I have like a bunch of characters I haven't played the story at all, and that raises your training. I guess you can't really tell how old a player is in the trainer level. because you can kind of just stagnate if you don't do some of the unlocks, all the new content I mean. Okay, I don't think you can get trainer EXP just grinding the same character alone. This is the last ticket, 1 hour 20 minutes left. Oh, did it break again? Oh, no, it didn't. Green Journey, what the hell? No S distance. 6184 is good. That is lacking. Well, no. Green Journey can't use Green Journey. You have to borrow a card. It's either Durando or there's Duramente that's not on. But you want Durando for the short distance stuff and also for heat up, which he has, right? He doesn't have it. Let me think. Can you actually do better than this? For which you want Durando unless you are Durando. Can't use the Ruby card because it's more. Well, you can, but it's better for Sojo's. There's no. He needs Tamamo is what he's missing. And then, yeah, if you had Tamamo, the deck would be a lot better. Try to look at what is it? What's wrong with it? Oh, this looks like it was this one. Is I don't know. You want to debuff? What is this? You have your own. What is a debuffer? It is go. What the heck? This is a throwaway character with a. What is that? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know the logic for that. There's no logic. Cast on light O, S distance, S speed. Off over and stay go. It's interesting. Go for the Bakshin, so that's for the rocket stars. You get it? Didn't get it. Bruh. Okay, this is before. That's like Valentine Bakshin speed. That's like before double goals. You know what is this guy? This guy doesn't have it. UB7, 13.3 win rate. So this Bamboo is struggling. 60-54 is pretty good. It's missing. Why Nishino over? Well, technically Nishino makes it double accel. Nishino gives you the instant speed in the final leg. Yeah, because I opted for Still in Love for the final 200. I don't know if that's actually like that useful. It is like instant speed at the very end, so you can win like you like a close race can win, but it won't catch up because none of distance. This one's later in July, but the Nishino skill gives you that instant speed when you enter the final legs. That kind of helps you catch up. Well, you get like weaker skill points, I think, than Still in Love. But this guy actually did pretty good for the skill points line. I'm just gonna see. I don't know. It's an interesting decision. I wanted more skill points, so I opted for like the higher quality cards. Because you can, I feel like you could just make it up with more speed. The final lane. No late start, will like kind of behind the other soldiers, I guess. Hollow Wing Seeking Pro is a pace focus. We do have our arrows at least, but behind Dream Journey, that's really bad. We're gonna get no pass zone on the Dream Journey. What the fuck is there's no S distance though. I'm scared. Well, we're close to the gate at least. the acceleration, I hope. What is happening there? Bamboo moving to the outside and get the ultimate. I think she's passing the hollowing. Gran Alegria wins? What? Where did you come from? Yeah, you don't get the activation on the second half of the pose, so I didn't even see it. So the light O is the only one on the weird players team that did well. So the other guys, like, did the Nishino skill not work? Okay, so he has like a useless uphill skill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of gold skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 2 is 11. You get 2 scenario. I'm missing a bunch of goals. 1, 2. What is your almond eye skills, dude? I guess he didn't have time to play. Like, I would not bring anyone who doesn't have all the gold skills. It's just not worth it. Well, at least it's almost over. Like, what, 4 more races? I don't think we got to see who the opponents are either. Yeah, with this internet connection, I have to play gacha to like kill into my opponent. Interesting team. I don't know what hollowing Akebono does. So this seeking the pro is not even trained for the track. Might be the same for everyone else. This is also from July. Also from July. I'm not gonna ignore that guy. He didn't even try. Akebono team S distance 10% win rate. Stats are okay. Stamina doesn't really matter here. Yeah, unless you're above 8,800, you're fine. 745 delete bad skill points. How's the deck? Has to borrow Otaku, has stuff not maxed out. He's having a hard time. No S distance on the Gran Alegria. Wow, he needs to max these cards out. He has the cards, but they're not max. 60, 60, and the 62, but no S distance. The Rondo is the ace, so I guess the Rondo is the problem character. But he has to borrow Tucker, so he won't have the acceleration that he needs, I don't think. Yeah, it's like, if you have to make a choice, just bring only accel ultimates, just give up on the speed one. Because the speed ones won't make a difference, because if you're not at your top speed. Frontliner? A little scary positioning. These Gran Alegria should be fine. The other Gran Alegria is not S distance. You don't have to worry about her. I guess we can maybe. Wow, look at Biko pass everyone in the no pass zone. Then get locked behind the seeking the pearl. And now we're gonna be released from it, but I think she ran out of speed activations already. I think she wasn't overtaking, but she was already in overtake mode from earlier. We were just running next to her. This is a bad positioning. The Gran Alegria is gonna kick in. So is Bamboo. So Bamboo ult and maybe second half for Alegria ult we could win. We do have the guts complete. Yep, so it is Gran Alegria, even with the late start. She is carrying, even though I'm trying to retrain Bamboo. I guess that's good then, right? The character that is carrying, you're not retraining. That's a good use of time, because if the person was gonna win anyways, you don't need to do anything about it. So it was the Akebono that was near the end, but you don't have acceleration though. Well, using the Gentle ult, it's like okay, but I think the second half is too weak as a Herod in terms of duration. The power is strong, but the duration is bad. You don't he doesn't have the wedding current for the accel. That's probably why she lost. She still almost won, because without that acceleration, it's like it's so important. Like my own characters are not there because they can't accelerate. See, let me double check the Biko build. Yeah, she's missing the Ruby accel. Maybe I should have switched back to the old Biko. I just don't know. See, UA S distance Bakshin 65 is pretty good. Using a Highlander deck. Is this a runner? I think she has to be. Yeah, Tomomo is not as good on this character. I can't tell what she is. She is a runner, but you like none of the runner stuff. That's like the win rate's very bad. Bamboo is only 13.3, no S distance. Same thing. Having to borrow the scenario card is just suffering. Unless you like it. Triple S on the... Is she a runner though? He doesn't have runner cards. I have no idea what this character is. Are you even from the right month? Alright, so that guy is not competitive. Nishino, no S distance. Okay, I think the quality of today's opponents is not high. That one has a welfare card or event card. S distance on the Bakshin. This guy has this stuff. 62, 54. The win rate's not good. He's like missing characters. The deck is slightly better than the other guy, I mean. You don't really want to be using Tomomo on a runner. It doesn't give you anything. Well, technically you get this still Gil from the scenario link, but you shouldn't get 1 gold from Tom Cross. It might be still worth it because he's still the best power card. But just because of the way the decks are, the soldiers have a advantage over the other styles. And then you have to borrow the Tucker card, it's even worse off because your deck quality suffers immensely. You want to be using the cast on light card. Anyway, there's like 3 or 4? 4 frontliners who are in 5th position. Oh, actually, there's 5. Oh, this is not good. You managed to stay in front of the KS Miracle. That's good. Is that kind of overtaking? No, it doesn't look. It's so weird because they just stop. It looks really awkward. We should be out of it if the ult activates. Good position for Biko. I think she's in the inside gate. And she's in the very inside gate. She won't be blocked either. She's too far up. I don't know if she got the acceleration. Oh, she's gonna get it. That's complete. The Gran Alegria is also strong. She's already in front of Biko. Biko is not going to beat her.
証明できたかな。負けないよ。マイルなら。
Yeah, Bamboo is really dropping off in the last day. I tried to replace her, I couldn't do it. Who is the triple S? Are you even around? What are you? Are you a pacer? There's only double S. It doesn't even have like pacer skill. Yeah, the deck is having to borrow the scenario deck, scenario card, and not having the other card. It's so impossible to make a strong skill set. The first team looks a little scary. This one, the team comp. 20% win rate, Bamboo, nice distance though. Has the perfect deck. What the heck, dude? How can you do this? Give me your deck. Give me your cards, dude. What is this? Gran Alegria S distance. High win rate, 6 is not that much better than the Bamboo. Who's your last person? Carry? It's not bad. Chang has his own. Yeah, this guy has cards, dude. 56. It's really low skill points. Doesn't do any races. You might not know about the high race style guy. This one is lucky with the training. You can actually hit max stats even if you race something. It's a very different play style. You're like fishing for amazing tickets the whole time. You stall the ticket, island ticket with races, but then you get way more skill points because you get more skill points in general. You only do training if the training gives more skill points than the race. So it's a much different playstyle. I find it kind of easier to play than just trying to train normally. Because it controls your ticket turns better, and ticket is all that really. None of this stuff's uncapped. UV 0, no S distance. Believe no S distance either. 6.7. It's a win rate. 1 win. Has to borrow Taku, so it's like you're already suffering. Like, oh, you can't borrow like anyways. He doesn't have his own Taku. Borrows the no S distance. So it's only that one team that I said looked kind of scary. But that guy ended up not having S distance on the Bamboo. He has like the perfect deck. He's the only opponent though in this race. No, so that's good. 3 or 4. Frontline is only 3. So the 2 runner, the lead is oh, they must have been. Why is there? There's no other reason why the race is Matchmaking is should be getting past the no pass zone. Biko is always in a good position. I don't know why she can't. She still gets the acceleration. Maybe like runs out of skills at the end, maybe. So there goes the Ichino. Then Bamboo out of nowhere from the dust comes. She even accelerate? I have no idea. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. Thinking about it, because like the deck that Biko uses on my team is different than the other Soyuz, and it's because she has a hard time using Daring Tap. But Daring Tap has a go skill that's the final, like this one down here. Last spurt speed skill from Daring Tech card. And Daring Tech also gives a middle leg speed skill. It's like a year 1 skill, so it's very good. Biko has that skill to begin with. So if you use Daring Tech, you lose out on a gold skill because she has an evolved version. But then now she doesn't have a final leg skill because the skills from Asian Flash are middle leg skills, which I think are being killed by the no pace, the no pass zone. So I misplayed the build. Wait to find out in the second to last in the last race. That's so fun. Well, today's record is like amazing compared to yesterday. I think it's just the time we queue in. It was like less scary opponents. It was like a lot of people I've been talking about today are like missing this, missing that, don't have this, don't have that, right? I think I'm gonna get killed in finals unless I fix it. I do have 2 days to replace the final. Just like this right here, no resistance. Bully also no resistance. So it's like I'm not really beating anyone who's strong. I'm having a favorable match. Like 6,087. Not that high. Having to borrow. That was Scarlet. I'm trying to remember like who did I saw that come with? But she's not anniversary. She's like new scenario maybe. I think she might have came with Common. Is that right? Maybe. I can't remember. That one was like Alma was like more important overall, but that was Scarlet card, even though she's not a double golden card, it's just such a good card for to require. Okay, let's see. Gran Alegria, high top speed, 6823. This is my like the high race style to like 6 to 7,000. Am I at 40% now on blue? Okay, well it's because Bamboo. So that means is this other teammates? This guy's just really green. So this is actually a strong opponent. Doesn't have the perfect deck though. 7,000 skill points. Are you missing speed skills? Oh, we do not have one of the acceleration skills we must have for short distance. You don't have it on either. You have to debuff for at the end? What is this? Okay, you have an entirely new Ruby. No way. Let's see borrow with Tucker. Does he just have good matchmaking? Why is he doing so well? He's like missing some important stuff. I guess technically my win rate is being dragged up by today also. They start on people. I guess that's it. Has a hard time doing it. I thought the read frame was good, but she was in the first race afterwards. Now that I know that all the middle lane skills, all the right skills, let's do the big bang.
そしてその後方には9番グランアレグリア2馬身3馬身開いて8番バンブーメモリ1馬身離れて
Unless like pulls out like an acceleration.
第4コーナーを進んで直線に向かう
Good around like it also is totally bad. I like so far.
この直線で勝負が決まるとまだ1馬身以上
We're not passing the
400を切ります最終コーナー最初の駆け抜けでしたのは
We're going to complete for Gran Alegria.
9番グランアレグリアぐんぐんと上がっていた9番グランアレグリア抜け出した9番グランアレグリア
That's some shit. Acceleration. The guy doesn't have it. He was just in good position. Gotta be kidding. Dude, the other guy doesn't have a cell. Why is he doing so well? Let's take a look at the build. Or maybe I'm missing something. How did you win? Why is your record so good? Your character doesn't even look amazing. let's see. Has Nishino and Oguri. 2 of 2 speed. Straight accel. Fun. I want to say it's overflow points. I wonder if it plays a part to the game. Does this have a 5-second accumulation gate? Might be 4, useless uphill. Sympathy, I don't think the team has sympathy. Yeah, just throw away skill points. How did you win? She comes with this accel, that's 1, that's 2, doesn't have the soldier accel, the regular one. Yeah, she was just in a good position because she was in the front of the pack and everyone fell behind. Oh my god, it's just like, I guess I had gate trouble a little bit, even though I didn't have base, everyone just was. That's nonsense. That guy wasn't even good. I mean, at least you lose to a top tier character and not a like no S distance random thing, right? That happened already. Still feels bad. Is that believe any good? We lost to that believe also. No S distance. This game. Alright, whatever. I'm done with this. It was like 3, 4, 4, 4 today. That's pretty good. 1 hour left. That's good timing. Yeah. So Gran Alegria MVP at the end. Bamboo memory didn't do anything. Biko still suffering. So I think it's because of the final leg skill from rolling attack is just too important. Doing it in the last split, you need all the extra speed, and all the middle leg stuff doesn't matter because it gets eaten by the no pass zone unless you can trigger later in the second half of middle leg. I don't know if there's any skills like that. We'll check. This one is from this is from Asian Flash. This is middle leg doesn't really say the timing. Same with this one. There's not really later half or anything. And this is like early half of this is like second half of the opening leg. Yeah, and then I don't think there's any second half of middle leg skills in there. Well, anyways, since we're like right before reset, we're gonna be ranking in for finals. Finals should be tomorrow. What do I retrain? Should I even try to retrain Bamboo? We're not touching Gran Alegria. She's on fire. I'm trying to do Bamboo, but it's not working out. Maybe I should try make a new goal and like just not go for the because the thing you would want there is like you would want to remove because full throttle from Sultan of Diamond is like probably you can also buy maybe no pass zone baby. Yeah, this is go looking at full throttle. Yeah, it's like middle leg use stamina to get a big speed boost, but you're probably getting eaten by the no pass zone. We have too much middle leg skills that could get inspired by the pass zone. So if we swap over to swap over to daring tag, we lose a speed skill. And go skill, maybe that's okay. If it's gonna be wasted anyway, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, because if you're going so fast that you're being blocked by someone, you might as well not be doing anything because it's the same. We switch back to daring tag, replace Eternal Diamond with Still in Love. Would that work? I don't know. I think that's still the play though, because the other build I have is like I have the Ruby card and I have Still in Love, and I didn't even try that character at all. Maybe I should have. Well, whatever, we'll see. That's gonna be it for today. Back tomorrow for